All right, folks, another PSA grade reveal. If you're keeping score at home, this is actually PSA order number 27. This is a 50 card lot, all Jordans, all 50 are Jordans, all very low end cards. These are cards that are the most dependent on grades. So I'm sort of working my way through the end of the cross country collection, and we're getting to that stage of diminishing returns where I'm kind of making decisions on some cards that are just barely squeaking by my kind of my threshold. That grade, don't grade. Well, it could be a 10. If it's a 10, it's $140. If it's a 9, it's 14. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just the way 90s Jordan stuff is, especially the base stuff that I'm sending in. So we sent 50 cards. I am going to show you those 50 cards. You will enjoy that. This was an order that was shipped $19 per card. It was shipped on February 16th, came back March 14th, so almost exactly 1 month. I've got a bunch of orders coming right behind this one. I'm not sure what order you guys will watch these on the channel, because I'm trying to stagger these out so it's not the same things over and over with digging for gold and this and that. So I'm going to try to squeeze these in. But you'll enjoy this. Like I always do, at the end of the video, I'm coming back on here with you and we'll do a screen share. I'll pull up my Excel spreadsheet. I'll show you what I'm keeping, what I'm selling, what I need to crack and resub, and or what did not get graded. We'll look at the total number of PSA 10s, PSA 9s, 8s, what percentage, what I expected, what the total value of these 50 cards are. We're going to look at that in detail, and it might surprise you after you watch the video. So enjoy the video. Here's the 50 cards. Come back at the end and I'll show you, we'll look at the data. We'll do a deep dive, nerdy math data dive, like it's like so many of you guys have responded that you enjoy. So enjoy the cards. Thanks. PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code CAJUN, all caps, CAJUN, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. All right, you guys heard it on the intro. Oh my God, I'm completely unprepared here. I didn't even cut these things open. Let me cut this open. All right, here we go. So we've got 2 boxes here. These are going to be the grades. You guys watch the intro. There's no PMG Red Jordan in here. There's nothing crazy in here, but there are some interesting tall boys. Tall boys. So we're going to put those right there. Just a little teaser. Those came in a separate box because they don't fit in a normal box. So we'll put those bookmark size cards right there. And then the rest of the 47 cards will be in here. And like I said, I'm an idiot because I didn't cut this, but I got it now, I think. Nope, I don't. Let me get some scissors real quick. This is for preparation. All right, I got my scissors. You guys can tell this is, like I said, I don't plan much. You know what I mean? So scissors done, cards right here. Okay, so we'll go, we'll put those cards aside. Let me just show you the tall boys first. And so you'll notice if you look closely, these are not the same. So they look the same, right? This is the backs of the cards. These are not the same. These two are the same, but this one you'll see, instead of being number 13, this one is D13. So here's what we got. So we've got 1985 Fleer Jam Session number 13. The little bookmark looking thingies, and it came back. We knew this was bad, right? We knew this corner wasn't good, but it still sort of made sense because an 8 sort of makes sense. But of course I got a 7. So 7 and 7. And then shockingly, I got demolished on this one. A PSA 4 is really hard for me to believe because this one was actually in pretty decent shape. A little bit of edge wear up here at the top, but good Lord, a PSA 4, that's just stupid. But this is the die cut version. So you can see these, they do look the same, but down here, this is normal. And this one is sort of got that green border, but it's die cut down there. And it's also a little bit different because this one says, these guys have gone to college at the same time. They'd have been neighbors and fierce rivals. I don't know who he's talking about. I don't know what is happening. And then on the back it says, to score or not to score. This is the question Michael asks himself every time he touches the ball. Generally, it's weird. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know who these guys are. But anyway, that's it. They got, hammered. I needed a high grade. High grade of these is like big money. So 7, 7, and 4. So nothing real sexy there, right? All right, we usually lead off with only one card that didn't get graded. Here you go. It's one of those 1998 SP Authentic card number 1, and it came back min size. So what the hell are you talking about? PSA as usual. So min size there, that'll go back. They'll grade it the second time because that's the game we play. And let me just start grabbing a handful. That's what she said. All right, let me get these out. So here's a stack. Don't forget to go back at the end of the video. Keep watching till the end because after you see the cards, we're going to go back to the Excel spreadsheet at the end. You guys know me. I don't pull any punches here. If I get great grades, you see it. If I get terrible grades, you see it. You guys know how I do it. And at the end, I'm going to share you, and we're going to look at the grades of everything. Okay? So does this I don't know, it looks kind of foggy. It doesn't look crystal clear on my video, but anyway, let's get cranking. Okay, so card number 1, American Made Desire, PSA 8. These are die cut down here at the bottom. Cheap little cards, not rare cards. I just think they're really good looking. I've always had a thing for the Jordan USA stuff. So PSA 8. Remember, we do a bad 8, 9, 10. So we'll go this route here. Let me just stack those. There we go. All right, American Made number 9, PSA 9, M1. So M3 got an 8, M1 gets a 9. American Made, I think I had a couple of these in here, 7. Jordan has a goatee in this one. So 7, 8, 9. Well, that ain't no good. All right, let's see what we got next. 96, Collector's Choice, Crash the Game. These are the most confusing things in the world. They're all numbered C30, or it feels that way. So this is number C30, but they've got different dates in here. Like this has got a scorecard on it. It's got a date down here of November 11th through 17th. There's a silver, there's a gold. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's good, what's bad. I haven't really taken the time to digest it. But PSA 9 on this one, somebody can comment below if they've literally dove headfirst into the Crash the Game possibilities. I know there's a couple years of it. It's always collector's choice. It's just not that valuable. Not if 70, but when. That's kind of cool. Golden Moments coming back a PSA 9. 10 would have been a nice card. Good size card. Cool card. You got your, I think it's Dickie Simpkins, your coup coach, your Judd Bushler in the back, and your Rodman there when he had some orange hair working. A 9 on that Golden Moments. Upper Deck Ionics, Area 23. I thought this had a chance for a 10, but it came back a PSA 9. Why does this look terrible? This looks awful. Let me try something. Is this better? No, it looks just as dumb. I don't know, it's just not looking good. 98 Upper Deck Ionics, Area 23, PSA 9. It just feels kind of cloudy. The picture just seems kind of cloudy to me. So 4 9s, an 8, and a 7. This one had to be a 10. It's the only reason to send it. It came back an 8, Collector's Choice number 370. I did get a 10 on an earlier PSA grade reveal video of this card. Boy, that glare sucks, I know. Sorry, guys. Shining Moments, not Golden Moments, but Shining Moments, comes back an 8. Jordan, Rodman in the background again. Shining Moments, 8. So 2 of those, 8, 8. Emotion, came back a 10. Not an insert, but it looks damn like one, doesn't it? It's got the air over here, Jordan, Emotion. It's card number 100 of that set. Again, that set's kind of tricky. Sometimes it's called Skybox Emotion. Sometimes it's just called Emotion. Sometimes it's E-Motion. I don't know what's happening, but this is card number 100 in the set. I've already got it in a 10, so that 10 will be for sale, and that's a 3-figure card, I'm pretty sure. Crash the Game, but see, it's different dates down here, but it looks exactly the same. I don't know what's happening. This is a PSA 8. Chaos. Crashing the Game, Chaos. Another Golden Moments, 8. So 1 9 1 8. Another Golden Moments, 9. We've got a 92 Upper Deck International. This is an Italian base, Italian version of the base, number 43. Came back to PSA 8. And 1996 Fleer. Needed a 10 on this. I don't think I have this card in a 10. This is the 96 Fleer. I probably need to put together that whole thing. If now that I look at it, look at the foil loss. Can y'all see on the 9 on 97 is missing some gold foil right there. So I didn't even notice that when I submitted it, but it's glaring right now. Maybe that had something to do with why I didn't get a 9, because corners and edges are delightfully crispy. Another Italian International, number 172. Jordan stroking in the J right in Drexler's face. Italian, PSA 10 for sale. You guys know I don't collect that Italian stuff. For sale, no offense to the Italians out there watching the channel, all 4 of you. 92 Upper Deck International, AW hologram Italian, the EB1. There's the back. Surface is just miserable on these, but how cool are they? They're just really cool. I wish I didn't have so much glare to screw everything up, but you guys, there's no secrets here. You can see my setup. It's just weird glare today. 8 on that. Same card that I just showed you, 176. Oh no, it's a different one. It's a different one. Boy, that looks like, these cards look very similar, but they are not the same card. They're both Bulls versus Blazers. It's 172 and 176. It's Jordan shooting a jumper. It's being contested by a Blazer, but one's a home game, one's an away game. One's a 10, one's an 8. So I'll take the 10. Next, there we go. That's the same card. Another 8. So 8 and 8 on card number 176. Another Crash the Game. This one got an 8. Different date, different years. See, like I was saying, this is a 1997 Crash the Game. PSA 8 on that one. Ah, so close. God, I thought this one had a chance. The 1996 Topps, number 139, just the base here. PSA 9. Number 172, another one. So 2 10s for whatever reason. 10s on both of those. So those are both for sale. Stickums white jersey. I got crushed on Stickums. That's what I do remember about this. A 5 and a 5. What in the world am I missing on these? I know what a 5 looks like. Guys, we know what 5s look like. These are both numbered S30, but they're not the same. They are the same year, the same brand. They're both number S30. One is Stickums 1, one's Stickums 2, one's a white jersey, one's a red jersey, and they both got 5s, and I just don't get it. I do not understand it. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I mean, I know what a 5 looks like. Don't give me a 10, give me a 9, give me an 8 even, for God's sakes, but you cannot possibly tell me that's a 5. And by the way, it just keeps going. Here's a 6, and it looks like I peeled the sticker off, but I didn't. This is the actual base card, number B30. So again, just like Crash the Game, I don't know anything about these stupid Stickums, but I know that I got 5s. 96 Topps base card, right? The Chrome got a 9. The Topps white base got a 7. In case you haven't noticed, this was an extremely angry virgin grader. Silver Scripts, Upper Deck MVP, number 203. You can tell it's Silver Scripts down here, obviously. PSA 8. This is a snoozer. Another Silver Scripts, PSA 8. Another Silver Scripts. This one goes PSA 10. That's a good looking card right there. PSA 10 Silver Scripts. Not a lot of these. Not as many as you think. Another Silver Script, PSA 10. Looks like the Sticky Fingers, where he's getting down in defensive stance, ready to guard. PSA 10. 92 Skybox. I don't think I had this in a 10 yet. I can't remember. Sort of a cheap looking card, honestly. Cool image on the back after he's got the trophy, but 314. Card number 314, the base set. Got a 9. Oops, 9. Here's the same Stickums Collector's Choice white jersey, number S30. This one got an 8, which is actually okay for that stupid thing. Another Italian. This one gets a 9. The Olympic team needed a 10 here because it doesn't make any sense if it's a 9. Financial sense, 9. Needed a 10. The Italian, 9. More Italian. Jordan and Drexler, 8. That's what you could do to people in the 90s and 80s, by the way. You could literally put 2 hands on them on the perimeter, like Jordan's doing right there. So, wonder how many points Jordan would have been able to score in today's game where you can't touch anybody or land in their shooting area, for God's sakes. Italian 9 here. Cards on collecting. I like this card with Elo and Nance trying to contest. 9 on that one. Another Italian. PSA 10. Jordan in the traffic. 177. Another 9. I think I got 2 9s on those. Another Stickum, and this is the one that I think has the most value, if I'm not mistaken. 5. So, screw you. That's what happened. Italian, the dunk with the correct dates, 87 and 88. The incorrect is 85 and 90. This is correct. And I don't even know if they have an error Italian. I wonder if they do. I don't know. It's a good question. Let me know in the comments. Do they have an 85-90 error card in your face, number 30, the number 33 card? Do they have an error 85-90 in Italian? I have no clue. Somebody can educate me below. That's my favorite part of this card. The ball looking like it's shattering through the slab itself. Another Italian hologram. This one's French, and it came back an 8. A couple of cool Italian and French holograms. Another silver script. This one's a 9. These cards just kind of, there's not a lot there. You got to get a 10. I mean, every card in here is pretty much 10 or bust. This SP Authentic, which I thought was a perfect 10, came back a 7. Whatever. Another silver script came back an 8. And then another SP Authentic, which is, I think this is a great looking card. It's card number 2 in the set. Came back an 8. So that's it, guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you the numbers. I know that looks devastating, and it was terrible. Don't get me wrong, it was terrible. We got 6 10s, which percentage-wise is about, well, it is 12%, So that's kind of our 10s there. The bad news is none of these cards matter. This is the closest thing to relevant, as far as I can tell. So 6 10s. Did I make my money back? Let's check out the data on this spreadsheet you're about to see. Thanks, guys. Hang tight. All right, welcome back. You guys saw the cards. Again, I wish every episode could be, eye-popping and wow you, but I think part of the allure of this cross-country collection series that I'm doing is that you're literally seeing, I can't say you're seeing everything, because I've put in, I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of hours after the grade, the digging for gold episodes, hundreds of hours looking cards up on Card Ladder. Is it worth grading? Is it not worth grading? What condition's it in? Just wiping the front, wiping the back with a microfiber, and just putting it in, semi-rigid and penny sleeves. So I'm not going to bore you with all that, but there's hundreds of hours that I've put into this project, start to finish. And when did I do this thing? In October, and where are we now? We're in, I'm recording this at the end of March, but you'll watch it all the way through May. So you're talking about a good 8 months of content on the Cajun Cardboard channel. And this has been a really fun journey. We're getting closer to the end. I've got at least 5 more grade reveals after this one, though. So I say we're getting close. You got at least 250 more cards to look at. Probably more, but I'm not sure. I have finally, by the time you watch this, you won't be at the end, but I have finally finished the very last part of the cross-country collection digging for gold episodes. I'm done. I've looked through everything. There are no more surprises. I do need to go back through the cards. And then many people have asked me the question, what are you going to do with the raw stuff? We're going to talk about that too. Let's get to the spreadsheet. That's what you guys are watching on this video, right? You don't give a shit about the rest. Here you go. We'll start up here in the top right. There's your data, right? 6 PSA 10s is that's wrong. I did that wrong. That is supposed to be, no, that's right, 12%. Yeah, I'm sorry. Quick math, not very good. 14 PSA 9s, so a combined 40% 10s and 9s. That ain't great. Lots of 8s, which with the cards that we sent that you guys watching this video means I did not do well. So nothing really to talk about at all. I'm a little bit surprised at just how bad these Stickums did. I thought they looked great. I would not have sent it if I didn't think it had a chance at a 9 or a 10, because they're very low pop in 9 and 10. The Emotion came back a 10. That's the biggest card, 150 bucks. The Topps Chrome 139 came back a 9. That's actually a $150 card as well. Everything in between there is trash. The Italian stuff, generally speaking, if you get a 10, it's 100. If you get a 8, it's 20 or 15 or 10 or whatever you can get for it. You probably need to lot them up and then try to sell them as a bulk sale, unless you got a set collector out there that's trying to collect the whole Italian deal. But the PSA 10s are pop 11, and I got 2 of them. So, and again, remember, my pops are probably going to be off a little bit because I put the data in right when I get my grade, so it might be pop 12 or 13 or whatever. But pop 11, pop 16 on those Italian PSA 10s, so that's great. That's a little bit of money back. right there. Remember, each of these PSA submissions, 50 cards with shipping and all that crap, is a little over $1,000, or it's actually right at 1,000. By the way, these silver scripts pop, no pun intended, pop 10 and pop 12. 215 on that one, 125 on that one. I'm not really sure why. It could just be an aberration, the one that sold for 215. But you can see here on those silver scripts, chintzy little Upper Deck MVP cards, nothing special. It's like a weak little parallel. PSA 8's $20, PSA 9's 35, PSA 10's over 100, maybe 200. Who knows? It just depends on who's collecting that set. The SP Authentic you guys saw did not get graded because it's men's size somehow. And then those jam sessions, zero value basically, almost nothing for those because they didn't grade well enough. And there's your number, 1,694. So I would say this went about as bad as it possibly could on about as low end of Jordan cards as I've ever submitted for the PSA, for the cross country collection. So probably the worst collection of 50 cards with the least potential and the worst grades you could possibly expect to get on this particular, series of cards. And still, it's going to end up being, a break even, right? 1694. Looks like I made $694, but you guys know, it's a little over 1,000 with shipping and insurance and all that crap. And I guess it makes for okay content. It's not as exciting as I was hoping it would be for you guys. It would have been nice if those jam sessions hit a 9 or a 10 and we could, I could show you it's a $500 bookmark or something crazy, but didn't happen. So it is what it is. You win some, you lose some, you miss every shot you don't take. And I've got more bullets in the holster and you guys will see those in upcoming grade reveal videos. So again, at the end of this thing, I know a lot of people are clamoring for this. At the end of this thing, I'm not going to get into the numbers as far as dollar numbers because it's, that's just, I'm not doing it. Whether you like it or don't like it or whatever. People are asking me, are you okay? Did you break even? Yes, I've broke even. I'm significantly past the break-even part. We're about where the seller and I expected I would be after grading 1,400 cards. We are almost exactly to the value that the seller and I thought I would be at based on the amount of work I needed to put in when we backed our way into what the purchase price was. So it's kind of funny, to be quite honest with you, that we're right where we thought we would be, despite the fact that it's been a roller coaster. But here you go. This is another one. Yes, and so I'm going to put all these spreadsheets together at the end, and we're going to see how many total 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s, percentages, all that stuff. I'll even try to go further and break it down, maybe, into gem percentage on inserts and parallels, gem percentage on base. I don't know how much into detail I'm going to go, but this is a pretty damn nice sample size, and I think there's a lot of Jordan collectors out there that would really appreciate getting to see, a sample size of 1,500 Jordan cards. And again, I sent more than just Jordan cards, but maybe we'll do a Jordan. Here's my Jordan grade results. Here's my everything else grade results. Here's my Jordan cards from the 80s. Here's what Jordan cards from the 90s graded. Here's what Jordan base cards graded. Here's what just Jordan paper cards graded. I don't know, different stuff like that. We'll do some fun stuff like that. And it'll be a mega massive, culmination summary of everything that happened in here. And I'll make it, cool and nerdy for all of you math wizards out there like me, or self-anointed math wizards out there like me. Anyway, another grade reveal video in the books. Sorry it was so boring. I'm going to do better next time. You've seen some great ones. You've seen some real doozies. This is bottom of the barrel shit for you guys, so I do apologize. I'm going to knock it out of the park next time. Don't worry. I got some good stuff coming. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby. Peace.